Hello everyone, welcome back. The van, it's in the workshop at last. I'm back fresh from a weekend at Goodwood Festival and realised that I am probably about £6 million short of the cars that I want from there. So let's get started anyway. Let me just bring you with me for this. So, as I said, we need to remove these panels here all the way along. There's a good chance there might be some rust or something under there. We need to make sure there's not, and we need to seal the holes to make sure they don't go directly into the van, make everything damp, and then long term that won't be very good. So just on the back here we've got a bolt, what's that, T20? Yep. We've got a couple of those floating around that we need to obviously remove, and then they're just clipped on, so nice and easy to undo those. So what we're going to do today, I've got Matt here to help me as well. He's out of camera, shy or ugly, I'm not sure. But we're going to get this done. So we're going to skip to just fast tracking it. You're going to be in it whether you like it or not now, mate. I also thought I would just take you really quick. My friend is borrowing the space to build his own one. Don't want to go too deep into it because it's his, not mine, obviously. But we've got another one right here. I'll just have a little peek through his window. Have a look, see what's going on in there. It's looking quite good. So, as you can see, it's all looking quite well done. He does motocross and has two little girls, so wanted something to be able to take out to do city motocross things in. Oh, doors are shut anyway. And it's got no handle. So yeah, he's got a space for a motocross bike in the back, or a couple of motocross bikes in the back, and taking his girls out and about. So, but yeah, so there's one that's currently in the works. And this is a guy that hasn't built one before, but took the plunge, and we're getting through it together. So I'm not actually doing any of the work, just helping him with bits and bobs about how to do it and whatnot. So yeah, let's get on with doing these bits that we need to do to our van, and I'll see you in a minute. So this is what we were talking about. These do go straight into the actual van itself. So we need to put a sealer on those as we put them back together, so that we don't have damp getting into the actual van itself. Rust wise, done really well actually. No rust on there at all. These are infamous for rusting. So we've done well there. But yeah, so just need to, years of dirt and dust and crud. But time to get sanding, I guess. And then we can have this side prepped. So we're starting on 400 grit at the minute. And then we'll go to a 500 grit. We are going to be using a military base paint that they use for painting tanks and defenders and ships and whatnot. So we're going to use that paint because it's durable, easy to apply, and again, DIY style. You can do it on your driveway, as opposed to obviously a proper paint job, which you'll be looking on a van like this around anywhere between £3,000 and £6,000 in paint alone, let alone bodywork, which is horrendously expensive. But if it's what you're going for, then obviously that's what you're going for, which is not what we're going for in this one. We will be in the future, but on this particular model, we'll just be going for a resilient, strong, anti-scratch or scratch resistant paint that will just spruce the old girl up a little bit, make her look pretty. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, I think we're going to wrap things up there a little bit. So we've done bodywork there. There's a bit of filler already in that. Need to just correct that because it had all cracked and whatnot. The actual body isn't too bad at all. Got most of it sanded to a good point on this side anyway. Obviously still got the other side to do. Done the back already. All the sides off. And on the next episode we'll be taking bulkhead all out, all the panels off the sides, floor, need to build a roof one. So we'll be taking all of those off. We will be using them as templates to make new ply lining all round. Want it to be slightly thicker than what's in here at the minute so that we've got a good base to secure stuff to. But obviously we need to take it all off and clean inside behind it all. Any sort of rust needs to be dealt with or whatever from under there, so that we can put sound deadening on, which does make a massive difference. It is normally a step that is skipped. From the videos I've been watching, people seem to skip that step. Genuinely, it's not worth it. It literally makes this horrible tinny noise, gets rid of that, which does make it feel more like a car when you're driving it, so that's quite nice. So I think it's quite an important step. So it'll be cleaning, sound deadening, and then thermal lining, then fleece insulation, so that we can make sure it stays cool when it's hot and hot when it's cool, I guess. So that's where we're at. As I said, next episode, this all out, clean. Obviously the floor is not in the best of shapes. So yeah, see you next time.